I have to receive and feel God's love, and then share this love with everyone. Spread the vibrations of love in the world. God's love is consistent. It brings power in the soul. He is ocean of peace. I am a peaceful soul. I spread the vibrations of peace. Baba is almighty. I take the inheritance of all powers from Baba. And share the vibrations of powers with everyone. We all have to maintain a loveful, powerful, and peaceful stage. Very stable, unshakable, and full. So I take power from Baba and take Drishti to experience Baba's love, peace, powers.
आज हमें कहा जाता कि दादी जी नारियों के ऊपर इतना अत्याचार क्यों है। हम कहती हूं, हम सिर्फ ये नहीं कहती नारियों के ऊपर अत्याचार है, परंतु नरों के ऊपर भी बहुत प्रकार के अत्याचार होते हैं। हर एक बात दोनों तरफ से होती है, परंतु विशेष नारी को इसलिए आगे करते क्योंकि आप सभी मां हो। घर में कुछ भी कारण होता तो मां को सुनना, मां को सामना करना, मां को सहन करना पड़ता। और जिस घर में मां मदरसा जैसी है, उस घर की मान मर्यादा शान ऊंचा होता। हमारे पुराने हिस्ट्रियों में, शास्त्रों में अनेक मां के नमूने गायन। हमसे ज्यादा आप सभी पढ़े लिखे हो, जानते हो। विशेष हमारे भारत में नौ दुर्गा 2 बार पूजी जाती है, जबकि दूसरे त्योहार सब 1 बार होता है। और वो सब माताओं के विशेष नामों पर ही है। क्या मैं पूछती हूं, वो जगत अम्बा एक जिसका पूजन करते, या आप हर एक भी जगत अम्बा हो? पूछो। जगत अम्बा मां हो जिसने असुरों को संहार किया है, या मां खुद आसुरी है? प्लीज हमारे शब्दों को, भाव को समझेंगे कि खुद से पूछो, हम असुर संहारी है? पापात्माओं को पुण्यात्मा बनाने वाली मदरसा मां की तरह मीठी मधुर लोरी देने वाले हैं, या खुद भी आसुरी संस्कारों के वश हो अपनी जीवन को निभाते हो? कहाँ वो जगत अम्बा मां, जगत की मां कहते हैं, दुर्गा मां, सरस्वती मां, अम्बा मां, काली मां, बहुत मां के पूजन करते नौ दुर्गा के। कहाँ वो विद्या की देवी, कहाँ वो शेर पर सवारी करने वाली शक्ति, और आज निर्बल है।
Shanti, welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 19. Murli, source of truth, remembrance, omens, heaven. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. In India and all over the world where there are people with the background of Hindu tradition, they are doing fasting for 9 days. Every day, different goddess. There are many forms of Durga. Durga is the main. Today is the 7th day. And tomorrow they will celebrate. They will feed 8 kanyas, give them gifts, right? And Baba also comes and respect kanyas. No? Mothers also and Pandavas also, but kanyas have their own days. And there is significance, special virtue, powers of each goddess. But also, as Dadi mentioned, everyone is called Mother, Ma, Durga Ma, Saraswati Ma. And then also she made us aware that we all are those goddesses. We all have those virtues and powers. Just remind yourself. How many of you can ride on the line or you look at line and what you will do? Decorated with so many arms. And these are arms of powers, of knowledge. Remembrance is the most important. Easy remembrance, but also, Baba said, could be most difficult. Right? Remembrance is not difficult, but we forget because our intellect or our mind both get not only involved but entangled, right? Is pulled in so many different directions. Sometimes there could be some things very small, right? Small matter. And yes, we need to deal with everything. But also we have to what extent I should use my intellect there. I know it must be with all. I also find when it comes to whatever we have to do, yeah, we need planning, we need organizing, thorough thinking. But then the success depends on my remembrance of Baba, so that my love emerges, I am peaceful, I am doing with lot of bhavana. So as soon as intellect is distracted, then we forget Baba. But always, it's not just question of sitting and remembering, but just have this thought, it's Baba's task. I belong to Baba. Everything belongs to Baba. This awareness all the time while doing actions. I think that has to be underlined or taken care of more. We have to pay more attention. And then, of course, relationships. Early morning, when I wake up and I say, Baba, you are my parents, my mother, my father. And it's so nice because Shiv Baba is mother, then Brahma Baba is mother, Mama is our mother. So just beautiful feelings, Shiv Baba. You are my mother, you are creator. I am your creation, I am your child. So just even relationship with mother early morning. And then we, after Amrit Vela, we look forward to hear Baba as teacher and say, let's see what Baba has to say today. Baba then teaches us and then gives us direction for the whole day. Murli gives us direction for the whole day. Spiritually, what I have to do, and then integrate that also in my task or service which I have to do. Recently, Baba talked about uh, Baba is, I am in company of Baba. I think you have to just feel that kind of, I am in company of Baba. And also, I'm very, very cooperative companion in Baba's service. And my attention on what I have to become like Baba. So somewhere that aim has to be there. Because whole day I have to accumulate, right? Income I earn through remembrance, I have to accumulate income. Some days in the evening when we look at how much I accumulated, because we are so engaged in what we're doing. As I said, it's not we have to sit, but at least during traffic control, as much 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so that I'm able to remember Baba. So remembrance, Baba remembering those souls who are in bondage. And it's true because I know when those who are in bondage, oh, we want to see Baba, we want to be with Baba. They keep saying Baba, Baba. So when there is very, very natural uh, love for Baba, and also keep remembering uh, that I have what I have to become, deity. And it is only through remembrance I can become, because then Baba's every word when you listen in the Murli, like who Baba is, what are Baba's qualities, what he does and how he does. I mean, Dadis were very fortunate to be with Brahma Baba, and then they saw it. I mean, I also, sometime, few years, we saw Brahma Baba in remembrance, doing everything. And it's not that he also had to take care of Yagya, 300 souls, and so many externally obstacles come, situations come. So many internally also obstacles come. But he was able to be in remembrance and use more and more solitude and power of silence. Baba said, whenever you get chance, just go in solitude for few moments. So solitude is not, I will leave the place. No, wherever I am. But internally, solitude is, I am a soul in the center of forehead, and I have Baba with me. Solitude, no? Baba gives example, like lover and beloved. If they are sitting in the gathering, after every time you see them, they're not there because they want to go and be together. I'm sharing it because I remember once I was in a conference and I used to see two, they just somewhere disappear because they want to be together. They are in the crowd, 200, 300 in the conference, and two of them will go away. So I always think this is what solitude is about. I'm listening to everyone, I'm interacting with everyone, but no, it's Baba, you and me, lover and beloved together. So it's like in that loveful relationship with Baba. But also knowing that uh, all the attainments are from Baba, right? Especially as much I'm in remembrance of Baba, the omens of Jupiter stay on me. That means I am ascending, constantly ascending. Otherwise, it's we go up, then come down, we go up, come down. That constantly ascending internally. And ascending is including our purity. Even we all are pure, but as much my past sinful actions are being burned through remembrance, so I'm becoming Satoguni, Satopradhan. And, at this time especially, because there is climax of Tamo, so we have to be careful that I need to be so much into my Sato energy that Tamo energy doesn't affect me. Mm. Otherwise, there are so much people are talking about that it's not body gets sick, but lot effect on emotions and the mind. What we're hearing from those who are recovering, that they yet don't know where they are right, trying to figure out their, because physical energy is very, very low. And these days, I always tell everyone that if you really want to live on external, your energy will keep going down. But if my source is gone and I maintain very, very pure and loveful thoughts all the time, so that energy is Satoguni, Satopradhan. And Satoguni, Satopradhan energy is, of course, through remembrance, and that will protect us. Sato Pradhan energy, Sato, pure, very clean, very loving, very peaceful, very joyful. Otherwise, there is a lot of, we are surrounded by sorrow, fear, worry, a lot of emptiness, right? Inner emptiness is there, but also today we were talking to Dr. Pratap to know how everyone doing there. And they say, how cities, no, very crowded cities are empty because people wants to stay in, and that means the business goes down. They have nothing to do. How do they pass their days, no? And it's happening everywhere, right? So As I'm saying, it's a really matter of concern in a way, but just keep reminding yourself that I have to be in remembrance, I have to increase, I have to be satoguni, I have to be, and be extra loving and extra joyful, extra. Why I'm saying extra? Because that powerful love for everyone, bhavana, is very, very important. Because I am not really giving, but I am giving to myself, but then I'm sharing. And also happiness, joy, extra joy. All Baba's children, sometimes you are alone, there is not much coming and going, or even within some are living alone. Mhm. Maintain your sato energy, company of Baba, mhm, and play very, very beautiful songs and just be enjoy, right? Why Sunday evening we do angelic little bit moments because uh, golden aged sanskars, no? They show no Sri Krishna dancing with gopis all the time. So it's not necessarily external, but it's internal. Yes, you have to be introverted, but with introversion also be joyful. So remembrance, ascending degrees, always moving forward, and keep using the blessings which we get every day from Baba. Joyfully create your fortune, help others also to create their fortune. I remember once Baba said, make mole from the mountain, mustard seed, little, small, very small, and then blow it off. Because then it's small. Dari Janki always used to tell us, if you see situation as a big, you won't be able to manage. So first you say, it's not a big thing. And that was Dari Janki's follow. It's not a big thing. So then now you think how to take care of that. But if you say, oh, now what's going to happen? Those who are stable, have trust, are sensible, they understand and they say, okay, we will do this way. And also this is the time not to get confused because a lot of energies can make your mind very, very undecided, kind of insecure. So Papa's remembrance and cheerful, happy, and constantly be very caring for everyone. Just loving words is a big care. Even on a phone call, if you just say with enthusiasm, you answer the call or have few words. So they forget that there is any sorrow. So moving forward through remembrance and ascending makes me feel constantly omens of Jupiter on me. All the time. Baba is with me, omens of Jupiter are with me because Baba is the one no, who is Jupiter, fortune maker. That's why we offer no Bhog on Thursday. Sadguru Baba, seed of the tree, father of the tree. So remembrance of one makes us Satopradhan, and that is the omens of Jupiter on us. But all this is only one method is remembrance of Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So now we will get our practice point for tomorrow's Murli. Would like to invite our dear brother Ken. Welcome.
Om Shanti, my lovely sisters and brothers. Om Shanti, Didi. It's so lovely listening to, first of all, Daddy G, and remembering the role of the mothers, and also listening to your insistence, I guess, that we become more and more loving, more and more like Baba, more and more understanding what he has to give us. And of course, the Murli is for that. And mostly people in the world, they start off the day with the news from different sources, maybe on the TV, or maybe from their iPhone or whatever. But it's Ravan's Murli in a way, and we start the day with Baba's Murli. Such a difference. He gives us such an insight into the real situation. Of course, today with the idea of the omens, again, the people of the world look at omens with a lot of superstition, that there are some external influences, like from the planets and from this and from that. But we know that omens are something that we can make work for us through our own effort. And because we're in this confluence age, because we know the past, the present, and the future, because we can see the whole picture, and we only have the present to do anything about it. We can't change the past. We can change the impact of the past on us, but we can't change what has happened. We don't know about the future, so we really only have the present to work, and the present is called the confluence age. And it's a continuous invitation. At the time, the call of the time for Brahmis, in a way, is the confluence age. And it's an invitation, a permanent invitation from Baba to look at our own situation, to pay full attention to the study, to become like Baba. Because if I forget who I am, and I forget, therefore, who I belong to, I'll also forget what I'm doing and where I'm going. And it's interesting how Baba's, he gives us different slant on omens. For example, he talks about mothers in bondage, or people in bondage. We didn't say mothers, but generally they're the ones that become quite desperate because they're being assaulted. So they remember Baba with so much love. And so if you look at the bondage, you say they've got bad omens. But no, if they're remembering Baba more than people that live in centers, they would have they're good omens. The ability to remember, the ability to come closer, the ability to understand, the ability to take advantage of the ascending stage. All of these are the good omens that we have to work on, to develop service, to develop virtues. And so understanding the cycle actually breaks down two walls. The wall which would be the end of this physical life, that I start to see future lives. I start to see a very, very good future coming out in front of me, independent of the age of the body. And it breaks down the wall of the past, because this life is just a chapter in a whole book. And so when I start to see the whole picture, I know that I have both the sanskars perfection, and I also have the sanskars of imperfection. But it's actually like, as my light increases, the virtues come out, and as my light decreases, the reverse side of them starts to come out as the vices. So I was just thinking, as you said, how we are the goddesses. We are the gods and the gods of all of the legends. We are those ones. So I remember this about just a little story, Daddy Guzar, in one of our meetings with the RC group. She asked us what our present efforts, what we were doing to deal with our sanskars, and each one of us gave an answer. I remember I said that I'm working on the fact that I have the sanskars perfection in me, so I can be perfect for 5 minutes at a time, maybe 10 minutes, maybe half an hour, if I just bring out those sanskars which are recorded in me. And I can only do that if I've got the vision of the whole cycle in my mind. I can access my perfection with Baba's help and with Baba's contact. Of course, they will come out. And I love that idea. But of course, she said that's not enough. That we also have to be very aware of where we trip up. What are the things that sort of make us come down again? So the awareness of the ascending stage, but awareness of also the things that can bring us down, and be very, very honest with Baba about those things so that we can hand them over and he can deal with them. And that's probably, for us, Jupiter is Baba himself. Jupiter was the main god of the Romans, actually. He was the main god of the Romans too. He was called Jupiter. And interestingly, the word jueves in Spanish is the word for Thursday. And jueves comes from Jupiter, Jupiter's day. So Thursday is Jupiter's day. Very interesting how all of these things fit together. So we have the best omens, the best possibilities, the best openings, the best help, the best company. We should make the best use of it. And for me today, we started off with Baba, I belong to you totally. It's such a powerful thought and feeling that nothing is mine. Baba has complete right over me. So let me prepare myself to see what he's going to tell me an hour or so later in the Murli after Amrit Bela. And at the time with the Murli, what are the signs that I'm experiencing, these omens? And I just shared with you some of them, that I'm having this experience of Baba's company easily. I can remember him easily. Opportunities of service are opening up. I'm not stuck. These will show me that I'm having the omens of Jupiter. The traffic controls, the idea was to stop and to see if anything's happening that's making me choke a little bit. I'm not able to process it. I'm not able to go beyond it. So to stay on track with the Murli, to stay on track with Baba's blessings while we're going about our activities during the day. And so traffic control serves that purpose. And the experience for the chart later on, since Baba talks so much about Gyan, how much was my third eye open today? How much was I understanding things using Gyan, using Baba's vision and drishti? So that's what we're going to do today. Tomorrow, if you show look at that. Look at the main word. Isn't that bubbly? And the second main word is happy. So, so love, happiness, unlimited, understand. Love, happiness, understand. So if as we listen to the Murli, and you can see there that the word intellect is in between, what are the signs of those who have broad and unlimited intellects? That's the whole idea of understanding time and the cycle, is to open up our intellect. So what are the signs in tomorrow's Murli that show us we have broad and unlimited intellects? And at traffic controls, I'll check to see if my vision of brotherhood is pure. So we have the first one. What are the signs of the children of broad and unlimited intellects? The second one is I check to see if my vision of brotherhood, soul to soul, is pure. That every time someone comes into my mind, I remember that they are souls, my brothers, Baba's children. It does take a lot of effort to have that. That's why it's good to check it every hour at traffic control. And the third one for the chart tomorrow night, how much did I experience being in this age of happiness, which is the confluence age? How much did I experience being in this age of happiness? And tomorrow, Damrit Vela, if we can show that one. I am seated on my immortal throne. I am seated on my immortal throne. So with all of the stuff that's happening in the world around us, even if the soul has to leave the body, that nothing happens to the soul. The soul is immortal. I am sitting on my immortal throne. Such a powerful thought and feeling. So enjoy tomorrow, and we will see you again tomorrow night. Om Shanti.
Yes. Thank you, Brother Ken. Wonderful. Yes. Everything is getting better and better for all of us, right?
That's the experience. Everything is becoming incredible, actually. So.
Yeah. It's only we have to be detached from everything. And of course, when everything belongs to Baba, then it's easy to be carefree, right?
That's right.
Thank you for your sharing.
Okay. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to our Vikti journey. Adi Dev, special stories of those who became instruments of God.
Pandav Bhavan, the palace of Shiv Shakti Pandava army. This place is also known as Madhuban, where the sweetest of all Baba comes and frees us from all the bitterness of this world and makes us as sweet as the deities. Baba used to love flowers. He especially made a beautiful garden in Pandav Bhavan. Baba would say, "In this garden, you will find all the varieties of flowers. I will give these flowers and fruits directly to all my children. Every flower in this garden will have its own spiritual significance. In this godly garden, some flowers are still growing, while some have become sunflowers, who always face the sun of knowledge. Some of them are spiritual roses, who are filled with many divine virtues. Some of them are jasmines, who spread the fragrance of purity, and some of them have become fruits, filled with the pulp of knowledge. This is how this beautiful garden will become an instrument to give knowledge to all the visiting children." Many times, Baba used to entertain the children in a spiritual way. Once, before going to the class, Baba made secret arrangements to bring flowers at the end of his class. After he was done talking, he asked the children, "Today, someone will come and give each one of you a flower based on your stage." All the sweet children started to get worried. Baba would sweetly smile looking at their faces. This was just a way for Baba to allow the children to check their own stages. But in reality, Baba offered each one of them the same flower at the end. Baba had also planted big grape vines in the garden. Every year when the grapes would ripe, Baba would write a love-filled letter and send a basket of grapes to all the service places. Baba would write the name of each child and make sure that the children would receive these sweet grapes from Madhuban. Right beside the garden, Baba had also constructed his little hut. It was a very simple place from outside. However, anyone who would go to the hut always felt light and carefree in Baba's presence. This hut was the place where Baba used to sit and write love-filled letters for all his children across the world. The hut was also aesthetically pleasing from outside. Baba had designed a beautiful canopy for the ceiling and a light bulb at the top. At night, it looked like a lighthouse in the middle of an ocean. All the lost boats in the ocean were able to find their way through the searchlight of Baba's hut. Having made so many facilities for all the children, Baba himself decided to stay in a very simple and a small room. Many children would ask Baba, "Baba, you have worked so hard to establish this Pandav Bhavan. It would be nice if you also stayed in one of these new rooms." But Baba would simply say, "Children, Baba comes in this old world, in an old body, to give you the right to the new world. Just like that, Baba is happy to see you in this new bhavan. This father is a spiritual servant for the whole world. So for a servant, this room is good enough." Baba's hand always remained in the posture of giving. He was detached from all the physical facilities. This is how Baba's garden, Baba's hut, and his room were constructed, with a very strong foundation of pure feelings and good wishes for his long lost and now found children.
कहते हैं मुझको है कुटिया ही प्यारी, कहते कहते हैं मुझको है कुटिया ही प्यारी, आज भी बाबा लगता है जैसे खत लिख रहा हो कुटिया में बैठे, ऐसे सभी को अनुभव होते जैसे आमने सामने हो, जैसे आमने सामने हो। मधुबन में बगिया, बगिया में कुटिया, कुटिया में बाबा, बाबा बच्चों को ऐसे खत लिखते जैसे आमने सामने हो, जैसे आमने सामने हो। मधुबन में बगिया,
Om Shanti. So interesting, right? Old world, old body, old Baba stone. Right now, the one which we see is quite renovated, but when Baba used to live, it was quite old. So Baba always stayed simple. So nice to hear all these stories and go back into those days, right? Thank you so much, Avekti team. Shanti. And now we will close with Baba's remembrance. We'll take Drishti, share Drishti. Om Shanti.
So Baba gave everyone same flower, right? Baba looks at us with lots of love. We all are his beloved children. So everyone keep well. Om Shanti and good night, everyone. Om Shanti.